Hi there, welcome to the channel. Today's video I'm going to be explaining how you can improve your customer service in 2024.
Nice.
So this video will be explaining the ways in which customers behave, in a business, and to an employee. It could be a staff member, it could be anybody. Yeah. So let's just get into the video. So one way in which you can improve your customer service skills when you're working for a business, it could be a charity, which is a non-profit organization. It could be a profitable business like a franchise, a repair center, repair shop. If you're working for the NHS, if you're working for a hospital, anything like any professional occupation you're working for. The main thing you should do is always, I've written this down on a piece of paper. Here's the good thing about me. I've written it into like a little transcript and then I'm explaining it. So I won't have to waste my own time and waste my audience's time, which are
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
The viewers who are watching this video. So the first thing you should do is always probe. So the meaning of probe is when you sort of like the what, how and why. So if like, for example, if there's a customer and I'm serving a customer and they're like,
my food, you see, my food's not cooked.
I don't know, you better stop! My food's very cold. For example, if I'm working in a fast food, I've already got relevant fast food experience. Here's why I have to bring this scenario in this video. So I'm serving a customer and they're customers who eat fast food on a daily basis. So here's why they've come to this business and I'm working for them. I'm serving the customer right now and they've just explained to me, they've just received their food, I've just served them, I've taken their order, they've just received their food.
Need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
And they've just, approached me, as an employee, and they've just said, approached me, and they've just said,
I need it.
my food is very cold, and I want it made again, and I want to see it with my own eyes that it's being made. If I can't see it with my own eyes, I can't believe you as a business, and this is going to affect your reputation. I'm not going to be coming here ever again, and I do not recommend you. That's what they do. That's one sign of a customer, and that's one thing you need to consider. Whenever you're serving a customer, you have to probe all the time. When you probe, that's a good perception for you as a staff member, as an employee, and it's a good perception for the business as well as the customer. So when you're probing, you should say what, how, and why. For example, what's caused the issue with your food being cold and how we can fix it as the business, and why we should, and why we can make you happy, because that's our main priority. The main priority for everybody when they're working for a business is your customer. If your customer is not happy with you, you will never be happy with yourself. That's one thing to be sure of whenever you're working outside of your house, when outside of your own home, when you're stepping into working, you always need to make sure your customer is feeling the best way they are when they're receiving a product or service from you. The second thing, that's the first thing explained from me. The second thing is you need to be confident in your approach to customers. Never shy away from them. Never have this far away relationship between you and the customer. What that's going to do in the long run, or the short, on the short run, on the long run, is that you're not going to have this strong connection with your customers. They're not going to be able to trust you as they would do for any other business out there. And the more confident you be, the better it's going to be for you in terms of having better customer service skills, better understanding of the customer. You'll have better, communication skills, body language. You'll know what you're doing, and you don't need any second, third party help from any other staff member within the business that you're working in, right? That's the second thing I've mentioned. The third thing you should always do to improve customer service skills is to always make sure you know what you're doing whenever you're serving a customer. Just make sure you understand them. You understand the issue involved and how you can resolve their complaint. And you'll have, what I'm going to say, you'll have a lot of energetic customers out there. And you'll have a lot of customers with a lot of big attitude. They just come into they'll just come into the business and they will go like, I'm just wanting to, like, for example, I'm just gonna mention like a tech, the tech side of things, because I've worked for the tech side of things as well in my life. Worked for tech companies, and this is one thing, one big issue, one big sign that you see. What cases do you have, if you don't mind? What cases do you have? What do you sell? What cases do you sell? And these are type of customers that are really gonna rush in, that come into your business and they just want the job. They just want your service to be very quick. So they want you to just speak to them in a very quick way, and then they rush off, and then they find these things. The one sign of these type of customers is that they already have a choice put in place, which is eBay or Amazon. So they'll order all these cases and all these screen protectors for their phone. They don't really care about you as a person, as a business. They will therefore care about you when they're a regular customer, or whether they know you personally, or whether they want to visit your business because they've been recommended by any of their family members or any of their friends or anybody. This is what happens. So whenever you're going through an issue like this, you go like, you know what? So you're working for a business, right? A tech business, a fast food business, whatever business you're working for. They're going to give you a script where you have to read this script, or you need to understand how to sort out customers. These customers, my friend, will be very argumentative. And don't get it wrong, when they be very argumentative, what I mean is they'll have a 1 hour debate with you forever. And that 1 hour will then turn out to be 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and last but not least, 24 hours. And we don't want that. We want to finish off customers like we're eating a piece of cake. We want to make sure, obviously, the customer's happy. When we're delivering fast service, you want to make sure the customer's happy and they understand what we're explaining and what we're saying to them. If they're complaining, then there's a way of trying to stop them from complaining. And that way is to be very patient with them. Let them speak all their dialogue, all their words. Let them just, spit it all out, yeah? And what we need to do is just let them speak, and then once they finish speaking, after a few years, you can then break it down and understand, like, this is the issue involved, you're angry about this, and where there's many ways of you, where there's many ways from us to you to make you happy. Just in safe hands, just in very good ways to just keep them very quiet at the end of the day. That's what every business does, regardless if they're going through a very, cold-hearted customer, if they're not going through a customer who's very satisfied with their product or service. You're going to have this, this scenario or this circumstance where a customer comes in and, do you sell screen protectors? If so, how much are they? And for example, if you're selling a screen protector for about, say about £10, £8, £8 to £10, yeah? And you're there, you've just told them the price is £10. And then the customer's like, this is very pricey. Is there any chance of you making it a bit cheaper than £8 to £10? I've just tried many other shops and they're selling them for, a very fair price. And then you as a business, you need to understand this customer's in a rush. This customer's trying to break you down in terms of your information, in terms of the way you're going to explain it, just in future for them. You then need to tell them that how much are you wanting for it. You're then confirming with them how much they're willing to pay for the product or service in a screen protector, a case, whatever it is, or it could be food, it could be anything, any product or service. But what we do is what I say is the quality, and the quality will be very better from us. Whereas if you order from online, you don't even know the person physically. Verbally, literally, you do not know the person when you're ordering stuff online. This is what everybody needs to explain. that when you order online, it's a different story. Because when it comes to refunds, when it comes to the honesty of that person, that's at zero. You don't even know that person. You don't even know what their reputation's like, and whether or not you should recommend them in the future, because there's many people out there that do fraud, that do scams these days. And that's something that you need to focus on when you're shopping from a physical store. You know that person face to face. You're dealing with them in a professional, reliable manner. If you're going through stuff online and you're ordering stuff online, and there's a scale from 1 to 10 whether you'll get the item delivered to your door, or whether that seller is coming up with second, third party excuses just to fool you. This is what you need to focus on, and how you need to focus on it. But these are some things I've explained about how to improve your customer service in 2024. If you've enjoyed the video, if you've really enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading more videos soon in the future. And if you have any recommendations, just leave a comment. I'm just going to have a look at them and I'll just see what I can do. But thank you very much for your time. I'll see you in the next video.